What's up, YouTube? It's your bro, DrDroo. We're here with Michael Smith-Rant and Victor Santana, both of the builders of the top 32 Evil Sword deck here at YCS Atlanta. They brought the pain with dinos, and we're going to let them talk about the deck and why they made this choice and how they tore up a field that no one expected this deck would do well.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and talk about it.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Smith-Rant. And I play Evil Tiles, and really going as the nickname for the deck is Digimon, and because it really everything goes from order, like from rookie to champion to ultimate to mega, and it's just a play on words. And I'll begin with the deck profile. I started off with Nazasho, MVP of the deck, best card of the deck. It was a TCG exclusive. This card wins games, literally. It's really good to play with. I played 3 of them. Nazasho, when it's tributed, you get to special summon Evil Sword monster from your main deck to the field. So I'll explain those when I get to those cards. Then we played 3 Westelos. Westelos is basically our Gravekeeper Spy. If you know what Gravekeeper Spy is, you know how good Westelos is. 19 defense, by the way. That is it for the Evil Tiles themselves.
I don't know if he actually topped, but I know
next.
X11 at the beginning.
Evolution.
And I'm pretty sure.
So this is what we call Greymon.
No, he didn't.
Literally. Greymon, when he comes to the field, he's like Laquari. He gains 200 attack. He becomes 21, and when he destroys a monster as a result of battle, you can add 1 Evil Tile to your hand. So you either add 1 Westelo or 1 Nazasho. That's it for, we went 3 of these.
There were so many different creative decks here today.
Right.
Bestiary, basically. A lot of Evil Sword players don't play this card at all because they want to play the level 6s. In my personal opinion, the level 6s are bad, really bad.
They are basically slow.
Yeah, that's the only reason. They're too slow to play. And in this meta, we took advantage of everybody running Phoenix Chain. When we Nazasho into Diplo off the Evil Force play, which I'll explain later, Diplo will come out, they Phoenix Chain it, or they Effect Viller it, we're like, sure. Then we bring out another monster, and that gets Phoenix Chain, we're like, sure, then we make Logia, and it's all good.
Yeah.
And now, no more Gores to worry about. So we play 2 of them. Bestiary, you know why, it's limited to 1 for a reason. And that's because of Geyseris, but also because of that pop 1 back row.
Yeah.
So this is really good also. Darius. Yes, we played 2 of these, not 3, because if you draw 1, it's pretty bad. It's still a dinosaur, so you know that if you play Rescue Rabbit, when you draw your normal monsters, you can still fight with them. Darius, he just makes the deck go around because he brings the Evil Sword from the graveyard to the field when he's special summoned by Evil Tile, and it goes into Logia, Dokia, or any other Exceed Rank 4. That's it for the Evil Swords, no more.
Okay.
Effect Viller, really good hand traps, as you know. Just format standard. We chose Effect Villers over Maxi, and I tested Maxi for 1 entire month and yielded no results. I tested Effect Viller for 2 weeks, 1 back-to-back tournaments and locals.
Oh, nice.
And the reason why I know this is because same problem with Rabbit. When you draw those normal monsters and when we draw those Evil Swords, it's the same problem. So why should we, and especially when our Evil Swords need to be in the deck, why hinder ourselves? We would rather just, stop them right then and there, because it stops the plays. Maxi lets they can go on and on and on.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, so that's it for the 2 Effect Villers only, and the 1 Gores. Standard, I think. I take it out against Sectors, because it gets pop.
Yeah.
Other than that, Gores is really good. That's it for the monster lineup, 16 monsters only.
Okay.
Next, I'll go with the spells. 3 Evil Force. This is the Digivice, literally. This card allows you to tribute any Evil Tile monster, either Nazasho or Westelo, and bring out any Evil Sword. And I showed you the 3 Evil Swords. It was these 3.
Yeah.
Volcano, Diplo, Serrato. Okay. And when they're tributed, they get their effects as their special summon from an Evil Tile effect. So this was the main play of the tournament, the one that won me a lot of games, including round 10 against my opponent. One of my opponents, I'm not gonna say their name, they know who they are, had 2 Solemn Warnings face down.
Okay.
Right? I go Evil Force Nazasho. He reads both of the cards carefully for a whole minute and says sure.
Yeah.
Evil Force resolves. I bring out Diplo. He tries to Solemn Warning Diplo. He cannot do that. Slime Warnings popped.
Yeah.
Now, because this is mandatory, Nazasho's effect is going to go off.
Yeah.
Do you have a response? He said no. Another Diplo pop. So it's just +2. Now, even if they had, now let's look at it like this. If they know how to play against the deck, they had 2 Slime Warnings. Let's look at it again now. Evil Force Nazasho. Slime Warning this, okay. If you don't Slime Warning this, it's just going to come out and pop your monster.
Yep.
Then you Slime Warning this. That's 4,000 life points gone already.
Right, you traded 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
And it's I would take that 2 for 2 because it's basically Solemn Judgment. You lost 2 cards from your hand, life points is gone.
Yeah.
If you don't negate it, then you're going to get Diploed, you Phoenix Chain, Effect Builder, but another one's going to come out. Alright, that was just the Evil Force play. A really good card, you got to play 3. Triple Econ. Same reason for Nazasho. The only way to beat dinosaurs in general is with Utopia, if you're running Exceeds. Because they're running Utopia, we can just go Nazasho, Econ, take your Utopia, Exceed for probably a Lagia or pop your back row and then make Utopia Ray because we play 1 Utopia Ray.
Nice.
So many people fell into that one trap and a lot of people thought that I was just playing bad, but I was forced to Utopia could come on the field.
Yeah.
They can overextend and feel safe and then they're no longer safe anymore.
Yeah.
We wasted the resources. So power duality, consistency. The deck is already consistent, but this gets you to your power cards. That's basically why power duality was in it.
Yeah.
2 MSTs, Heavy Storm, Pot of Avarice, Book of Moon, Monsterborn, Darkhold, staples.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, that's it for the spells. And I believe it was 15 spells. Yes, 15 spells. Now, traps. I start off with the 2 Phoenix Chains. You know, format, they called for it. You know, it's really good against all of our matches. Matchup, the Phoenix Chain wasn't in the main deck. We was actually playing Mirror Wall.
Okay.
And Mirror Wall was in there before Insectors was out because the deck, we play the deck based off the damage step. And we always kept Mirror Wall in the field because we're paying 2,000 and our opponents are never attacking us.
Right.
If they attack us, then they're gonna lose the battle.
Yeah.
If they don't get rid of Mirror Wall, we can just summon Evil Swords as much as we want and Utopia Ray. Our life points get low enough, Utopia Ray goes for game. But Phoenix Chain, yes, we play.
Yeah.
2 Warnings, Standard, Solemn Judgment, Standard, Torrential, Mirror Force, 1 Bottomless Trap only, 1 Trap Depth Shoot, and the surprise card for the deck, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror main deck. Nice,
okay, so why the Shadow?
Alright, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I look at every matchup, Rabbit plays Tour Guide, Insectus is all dark, Windups has Hunter, plays Tour Guide, they're dark. Chaos Piper, what I played today, Chaos, they have dark counterparts.
Okay.
The majority of decks that top these YCS play dark monsters. Dark monsters have dominated since day 1.
Right.
So I figured if Paul Leviton, and I do give him credit for when he did win YCS with 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, our deck plays so much like GBs, and this is a highly dark format, so I figured Shadow Imprisoning main deck will cause a lot of damage. I got deck checked like 6 rounds in a row because of Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and all the one judge just came to our opponent and said, yeah, he plays it. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, wow.
But yo, and Insectors, they just raped them. It was really good against them. But you know, I only sided out 3 rounds in the entire tournament. Okay. And that's because windups, even though it's really good for the first time surprise, there are other better cards than Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for windups. Sure. But that's about it for the main deck.
Okay, cool. Did you want to talk about the side next show?
Yeah.
All right.
Side, Standard, 2 Cyber Dragons for windups, really good. Yeah. 2 Fossil Dinos, this won me round 10. He had Lagia, and Monster Reborn Jirak, and he attacked, flip, pop, and then control from there and win. 2 Compulsoraries, I thought I was going to play some heroes, so when they would make Nova Master after going -3, we just make the -4 with the Compulsory. 2 more Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, of course. 2 Gozen matchup, every card in this deck is fire. So we can bring out Lagia, Dokia, and Zenmains. They're all fire. And other decks can't do that at all.
And you just lock down windups. You lock down
windups, lock down plants, lock down rabbit. 1 Blackhorn, the 1 Chain Disappearance, Boundless, MST, and our Trap Heavy Storm Catastrophe. And finally, the extra deck. 3 Logias, of course, 2 Dokas, 2 Utopias, the mandatory 1 Utopia array. You gotta play 1 Utopia array if you're playing Utopia. You know, I explained it before. Econ, the Utopia, take your
You have so much of that stuff. Yeah, you have to.
Yep. Steel Swarm Roach. The level, I'll say 1 level ring 4 later on. Giga Brilliant, really good card. Zed Mains, Levier. We don't play Leviathan because we never get it out, and we won't really want to use it because of all the better cards. Stardust, Chimera Tech Fortress, and I'm gonna let the creator of this loop. This is the first person I've seen it, and the first person on YouTube.
Hi, Victor Santana from Godlike, and I just want to introduce you to this loop. This is the Zen Meister loop with this deck, which including 1 Weslow set and basically deck scenario like Thunder King or something, whatever attacks it. And if he survives, he's gonna bring a dinosaur. Probably the scenario will be a set, or probably only a monster will attack. So they will attack with a monster. We're gonna probably bring Zorado, which is gonna become 21. My monster is gonna survive, and I'm gonna have a 21 hitter. They probably gonna set 1, probably gonna set 2. Sometimes they don't set no back row. So next turn we're gonna probably have a dinosaur, or we have used our resources to get a dinosaur. So we're gonna probably attack that monster and get another Weslow, you know. And so main phase 2, we're gonna summon a dinosaur. We're gonna XC summon for this little guy right here, Miser. We're gonna detach to book up the Weslow that was already flipped last turn. So as a once per turn game mechanic, we're gonna flip it again manually and a special summon Volcano that when he's special summoned by a little guy, he gets a special summon dinosaur from the graveyard. So we're gonna XC summon for whatever the scenario is, whatever your opponent is playing, either Lagia or Dolka. This means if your opponent doesn't do anything to this field, next turn you're gonna detach again, book Weslow, since he doesn't change battle position. You're gonna flip it again manually, and you're gonna special summon another Volcano, you're gonna special summon another dinosaur, and you're gonna get for the loop completely. It's no way in the Yu-Gi-Oh game that you can pass out of this. You're gonna summon the Weslow that you can search for the Zorado, and you're gonna go either these 2.
And I've been doing this loop almost every round. Because no one knows how to play against the deck.
That would do it. That would do it.
And that does it for the Evil Tile, Evil Sword deck list.
All right, so now after you play the full rounds, is there any matchups you feel like you wish you would have prepared for better? Do you feel like is there anything you would change? Or?
All right, this is against windups. I lost to lineups in time, and I felt that I could have won that matchup in game 3 if there was more time.
That sucks.
So that was the only thing. I mean, I didn't get looped, and there was one matchup I got looped for 5 cards, and that should be the end of the game. But this deck plays Westelow, really good card. I top deck Westelow set it, and he attacked because he brought out Zen Mains. Westelow got me Volcano. Volcano made next turn Zen Meister. And then I did the Zen Meister loop from there. So I had Zen Meister, Westelow, and Doka on the field, and then I went from there.
Okay, all right. And then, I guess that's, and why the 1 main deck bottomless?
Okay. I was really iffy with the bottomless, and I figured that, you know, I mainly use it for Rabbit, because bottomless, it gets popped by Insectors. Windups play a lot of monsters in one turn, and most of their monsters are less than 1,500 attack points to begin with. The only card I wanted to cover the big 3 decks all over. So if I go first and my opponent goes Rescue Grab, I'm gonna bottomless their monsters. That was the main reason why the 1 bottomless was in. And I side the second one when I go second against Rabbit also.
All right, cool, man. All right. Well, this is Michael Smith Grant and Victor Santana piloting this the Evil Sword, Evil Tile, Evil Rape deck.
And remember, guys, creativity is still around this community. Let's just focus ourselves in the millions of cards and try to build something different. Creativity is good, right? Don't fall into the same system, you know.
They show that
prove it today.
You play with the decks that you know that you can build and that you can surprise people with. You don't necessarily have to play whatever.
Because the surprise factor is, is a really big factor. When my opponent has to read my cards and haven't done their homework, then
that's
I'm
a great feeling. I bet.
You know, Yu-Gi-Oh players doesn't know how to read cards sometimes because they say yes after they read it.
They read it after they lose, and then they're like, okay.
All right. Well, cool. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll have a link for your YouTube channel if you do later on. Digimon, and that's DrDroo and some YCS top signing out.
All right.